Okie dokie. So today we're going to talk about the Forbidden Book of Og. It's a text that claims to reveal the secrets of the ancient Rephaim Giants. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the mysterious existence of this Forbidden Book of Og, which is a text shrouded in secrets and ancient lore. This book is said to reveal astonishing details about the Rephaim Giants, legendary beings from long ago. We'll talk about their stories, the controversies surrounding the book's authenticity, and get into a lot of its revelations right here on Mythconceptions. Okay, so the Rephaim Giants are known for their imposing size and strength. These giants appear in various ancient texts, making them figures of speculation and wonder. One of the most significant sources that looks into the lore of the Rephaim Giants is called the Forbidden Book of Og. This text stands out for its intricate and detailed accounts, offering a unique glimpse into the world and lives of these beings. Whether they are depicted as warriors, kings, or something entirely different, the Rephaim Giants hold a special place in mythological history. The Forbidden Book of Og is surrounded by numerous challenges and controversies that make it one of the more debated ancient texts. Many scholars question whether the book is genuinely ancient or more modern in creation. The origins of the Forbidden Book of Og remain unclear, and this has led to numerous theories. Experts are suggesting that the text could be a later addition to ancient lore, while others argue it has ancient roots that are yet to be fully understood. Another big challenge lies in the interpretation of the book. The language and symbols used in the Book of Og are complex and often open to various translations. This has resulted in different scholars offering contrasting views on what the book actually says. While some believe the book provides a detailed history of the Rephaim Giants, others think it's a collection of mythical stories with no historical basis. But there's the content itself. The stories and descriptions in the Book of Og are fantastical, sometimes contradictory. Some sections describe the Rephaim Giants as benevolent and wise. Others depict them as fearsome and destructive. It becomes difficult to ascertain which parts, if any, are based on real events or purely imaginative tales. Controversy also arises from the lack of physical evidence supporting the claims made in the book. While the Book of Og does paint vivid pictures of what the Rephaim looked like and what they did, there is little archaeological evidence to back up these stories. The absence of tangible proof leads many to question whether the events described ever happened at all. Different religions and cultural perspectives further complicate the matter. Some religious scholars incorporate the Forbidden Book of Og into their broader theological frameworks, while others reject it outright, labeling it as a later and irrelevant text, which has led to heated debates in a polarized community of researchers and enthusiasts. Conspiracy theories have also found their way into the narrative. Some people believe that the book holds hidden knowledge that various powers that be have tried to suppress. The theories claim that the truth about the Rephaim Giants has been intentionally hidden to keep certain knowledge from becoming public. All of these factors combined make the Forbidden Book of Og a hot topic for debate and discussion. The questions of its authenticity, varied interpretations, fantastical content, lack of evidence, and polarizing perspectives ensure that this ancient text remains a mystery that captures the imagination and curiosity of many. The contents of the Forbidden Book of Og is a treasure trove of myths, legends, and historical accounts related to these Rephaim Giants. The term Rephaim comes from ancient texts and often refers to a group of unfathomably tall and powerful beings. The giants were said to dwell in Canaan before and during the Israelite period. Ancient cultures have legends of giants, but the Rephaim are uniquely tied to multiple sources that provide varied perspectives about their origins and roles in ancient society. According to the Book of Og, the Rephaim Giants were not just ordinary giants. They were described as the offspring of human women and divine beings, Nephilim. This union resulted in beings who possessed extraordinary abilities and were seen as demigods. The Book of Og goes into significant detail about their physical characteristics, noting that they were towering figures with incredible strength and longevity. Another fascinating aspect of the Rephaim Giants is their involvement in historical battles. The Forbidden Book of Og describes numerous clashes between the Rephaim and other ancient peoples. One notable story recounts how a small group of Rephaim giants stood against an invading army, their sheer size and strength proving to be a formidable defense. The stories have likely been passed down as tales of bravery and might, and were intended to inspire and awe those who heard them. The book also speaks of a mysterious land called Bashan, which was said to be home of the giants. Bashan is often referenced in other ancient texts as a region populated by giants. Og, the author of the book, was described as one of the last of his kind, ruling Bashan with an iron fist. His kingdom was a land shrouded in mystique and legends, with giant fortresses and colossal cities. One legend reveals that Og himself was nearly immortal, having survived several cataclysms that wiped out many of his kind. It's said that he lived through the Great Flood, mentioned in the Bible, clinging to the side of Noah's Ark, or finding refuge on a mountaintop. This tale underscores the nearly indestructible nature attributed to Og and his kin, making them enduring figures in the lore. The Forbidden Book of Og doesn't just focus on battles and physical prowess, though. It also explores the cultural and societal structures of the Rephaim Giants. According to the text, these giants had a complex society with a hierarchy governed by a set of laws and traditions handed down through generations. They had their forms of art, music, and writing, though much of this has been lost to time. One of the other legends included in the book tells of a love story between a Rephaim giant and a human woman. This tale is fraught with challenges due to their differing worlds, but highlights themes of unity and understanding despite obvious differences. Such stories provide a more humane side to these giants, painting them not just as mythical beings, but as entities with emotions and desires similar to our own. Another interesting point in the Forbidden Book of Og is the mention of strange and advanced technologies supposedly used by the Rephaim giants. These giants were described as creators of massive stone structures, many of which still puzzle archaeologists today. The text suggests that they had ways to move enormous stones effortlessly, a feat that has led to many hypotheses and debates in the modern age. Were these accounts myth, or did the giants possess knowledge we have yet to discover? The book also goes into the spiritual beliefs of the Rephaim giants. It's said that they worshipped a pantheon of gods with rituals that were elaborate and deeply ingrained in their culture. These rituals often involve seeking favor from the deities for success in battle, health, and prosperity. The relationships between the Rephaim and their gods was complex and tumultuous, adding layers of intrigue to their lore. The Rephaim giants serve as a bridge between mythical and historical, embodying elements of both worlds. Their tales offer a glimpse into the human fascination with beings that transcend the ordinary, blending the lines between gods and men. The Forbidden Book of Og provides us with a rich narrative filled with epic tales, battles, relationships, and a society that, while mythical, helps us understand the collective imagination and storytelling prowess of ancient civilizations. It also reminds us that myths and legends, even those as grand as the Rephaim, are reflections of our own desires, fears, and aspirations through the ages. One of the more intriguing revelations in the Book of Og is the description of the Rephaim giants' immense size and strength. The text tells how these giants were not just tall, but incredibly powerful, possessing abilities that far surpassed those of ordinary humans. It said that they could move mountains and had the strength of 100 men. This extraordinary might made them both revered and feared by ancient civilizations. Another captivating detail is the Rephaim's connection to the divine. The Forbidden Book of Og suggests that these giants were not merely mortal beings, but were somehow linked to celestial entities. Some legends even claim that they were the offspring of gods and humans, a mix of divine and mortal blood that granted them their immense power and long lifespans. This divine heritage set the Rephaim apart and gave rise to many myths about their supernatural origins. The book also sheds light on the societal structure of the Rephaim, describing a complex hierarchy where the giants had their own leaders, warriors, and wise men. These giants were not just brutes, but had a culture rich in tradition and knowledge, with their leaders often being seen as semi-divine, wielding both political and spiritual power. Such a structure enabled them to create vast cities and monuments that left a lasting impact on the regions they occupied. One of the more mysterious aspects of the book reveals the eventual downfall of the Rephaim. Despite their strength, the giants faced numerous challenges from both natural and supernatural forces. Texts often speak of great battles between the Rephaim and other ancient tribes, while others tell of divine interventions that led to their decline. It's suggested that a combination of warfare, natural disasters, and even internal strife contributed to the end of their reign. This parallels the story of the fall and rise of, or the rise and fall of Atlantis. And it was completely unintentional to go this way with this video. The Forbidden Book also mentions the Rephaim's advanced knowledge in various fields. They were reputed to be great builders and architects, constructing massive structures that have stood the test of time. Their engineering skills were said to be unrivaled, allowing them to create architectural wonders using techniques that are still not fully understood today. This knowledge extended to other areas as well, medicine and astronomy, which further highlights their advanced civilization. And there are accounts of the Rephaim's use of mysterious and powerful artifacts. The book details several relics that the giants supposedly possessed, each with unique powers. These artifacts were believed to grant the Rephaim their extraordinary abilities and were often the objects of quests and legends. Some stories suggest that these relics were lost or hidden when the giants faced their downfall, sparking many treasure hunts and expeditions throughout history. These revelations from the Forbidden Book of Og paint a picture of the Rephaim as not just colossal beings of strength, but as a highly advanced and mysterious civilization with deep connections to the divine. All right, that's all I got for today. Thanks for listening. If you like it, hit that subscribe button for us. If you don't like it, that's okay too. Other than that, have a great day.